Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Highlight, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, and welcome back to the Baseball Highlight 2, and I hope you like this video and subscribe. As we get closer to the end of the baseball season, thanks a lot, New York Mets. But let's talk about the New York Yankees here. Headline, this is from CBS Sports, Jasson Dominguez, promotion. Yankees call up 20-year-old, highly hyped, and it means highly hyped, outfield prospect as rosters expand. I've been hearing about this kid for like 20 years. Catching prospect Austin Wells is also being called up. Man, nobody cares about him. He looks like he's 40 years old at Austin Wells. Just between you and me. New York Yankees have promoted outfield prospect Jasson Dominguez to the majors as roster expand from 26 to 28 players. The team announced on Friday. Dominguez, a 20-year-old switch hitter, was only recently promoted to AAA. Coming into Wednesday, we say Wednesday here at the Hut. He had appeared in 8 games and batted .444 with a .531 on base, .593 slug, with 3 extra base hits and 2 more walks and strikeouts. He recorded 3 hits in his AAA debut. Previously, he had hit .254 with 15 home runs, 37 RBI, 37 stolen bases, and AA. When he makes his Major League debut, Dominguez will be the youngest Yankee since Melky Cabrera in 2005. Oh boy, that's not a good comparison. On Friday for that debut, he'll hit 5th and start in center field. I would mention that he hit a home run against former Met, former Astro, current Astro, former Tiger, and future Hall of Famer Justin Verlander. Dominguez, of course, has been on the national radar since signing with the Yankees for more than $5 million in 2019. His Martian nickname stems from the explosive athletic traits he displayed as a youngster. He's a youngster, he's still 20. While some of the comparisons cast upon him at a young age have proven to be overzealous, he nevertheless appears to be closing in on having a legitimate big league career, perhaps even with an earlier than expected arrival date. The Yankees, for their part, are in the late stages of a miserable season, as the Wednesday more than 4 games back of the 4th place Red Sox in the American League East. The Yankees have not finished in last place in the division since 1990. Predictably, the Yankees have started to give auditions to some of their younger players, including Oswald Peraza and Everson Pereira. More of a youth movement is on the way. Beyond Dominguez, Austin Wells was also promoted to the majors on Friday when he'll hit 7 and catch Carlos Rodon. So, they did all this. And obviously Dominguez hit a big home run against Justin Verlander. And the Yankees, I guess they won the game. I guess, 7-2, 6-2? Here's a little bit more about Jasson Dominguez. It's from FoxNews.com. Headline, top prospect Jasson Dominguez hits home run off of Justin Verlander in Major League Baseball debut. On his first swing, no less. The 2023 New York Yankees will go down as one of the worst teams in franchise history. So with September call-ups, the team decided to look to the future. Yankees called up 20-year-old outfielder Jasson Dominguez and 24-year-old catcher Austin Wells. The rosters expanded Friday night, and they both had debuts to remember. In their first MLB plate appearances, they both got hits. Dominguez, the team's second-ranked prospect, welcomed himself to the big leagues with a bang. Boom. Switch hitting Dominguez was batting from the left side against future Hall of Famer Justin Verlander of the Astros in Houston. Dominguez steered a pitch to the opposite field and into the Crawford box on his very first swing in the major leagues. Crushed that ball. Last Yankee to hit a home run in his first major league at-bat, plate appearance, was Aaron Judge. Dominguez, nicknamed the Martian, was out of his world talent, was signed out of the Dominican Republic as a 16-year-old in 2019 for $5.1 million. He did not play minor league baseball until 21 because the 2020 minor league season was canceled due to COVID-19. The outfielder had an outside shot at making the club this year and was in Double-A just a couple of weeks ago. After being called up to Triple-A, he hit .419 in 9 games. His early success, coupled with a lost season, prompted the Yankees to call him up. That is true. The Yankees have been a disaster. The Yankees ended the game against their arch nemesis at 65 and 69. This is against the Astros. Before this year, they had not been under 500 in the month of August since 1995. Wow. I mean, the Yankees have had such a horrible season. Obviously, they need a lot of left-handed power on the team. They need guys that are going to bounce this lineup out. They've not developed a pitcher in 30 years, really. They haven't really developed a starting pitcher of any note since Andy Pettitte. You can't really count guys like CC Sabathia and Mike Mussina and Jared Cole. They were not developed by the Yankees. And that's what I'm talking about. You have to develop young players if you're going to win long term and have any kind of foundation. Now the Yankees, what I also heard earlier was that next week Brian Cashman, the general manager, is going to go to Japan, and he's going to scout Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who is the best pitcher in Japan and who's considered to be a better pitcher than Kodai Senga. As you know, Kodai Senga pitches for the Mets. He's had a great season. He will probably finish second in the Rookie of the Year voting, and he's going to probably finish second all time in the Mets rookie strikeout numbers. He's got 10 wins with the Mets. He's got about 4 more starts to go, but the Yankees need to start looking for young pitching. They need to start to look for and either develop it or bring it in from Japan, or they have to do all these things. They're going to continue to be a organization that continues to spin its wheels, and they have to do what works for them, what's always worked for them. That's bringing a lot of left-handed hitters, left-handed power. Again, Yankees have always had big left-handed hitters when they've been successful, from Hideki Matsui to Tino Martinez, to all the way back to Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, Don Mattingly. All those guys have to be, you have to bring in left-handed hitters to balance this lineup out. And somebody that is better than Anthony Rizzo. So, you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball Hut too. Thank you, and I'll see you later.